Good morning, Neopians. It's time to do some Neopet dailies. Here we are. Right now, Cupcake is active because of reasons. We have a lot of updates. Let's start with my quest log. I have a bead for my daily quest prize, which is fine. I'm not attaching any of my beads right now, but yeah, whatever. But I got one yesterday, and so we can work on getting this blue bead for the Lutari Talesman. I have three beads. I have a red, a green, and a yellow, so I'm kind of sitting on them. I don't know if I want to attach them to the little Talesman thing. I don't really care for the beads, in all honesty. I, for years, just thought the Lutari Talisman was just something we all have on our user lookup, and now that they're making the beads active and available to win and buy, I'm a little less interested. Do I have to go to Tyrania? I think I have to go to the Haunted Woods. Do I have to go to the Haunted Woods? What if we checked our work? What if we can go back and check the quest log and see what we have to do? That's an option as well. Okay, I have to go to the Haunted Woods. Anyways, I'm not super excited about the beads, but I'll take it. I'm holding on to them for now. If they continue to drop in value, I will put them on my little Lutari Talesman. If they go up, because I feel like we're getting a new prize pool soon, right? I could be making that up entirely, but I feel like in July, we're getting a new prize pool, so we'll see. Do I have stuff in my inventory? Rats, nothing found. Because the other thing I've been doing this past week was selling a lot of garbage in my shop. I already have the pack rat avatar, and I'm really trying to make money because of updates that are coming later. But I am just really trying to make money on neopets, and selling things is the best way to do that. And so I guess it would make sense for me to sell my little beads while I can. I've kind of just been holding on to them in case they don't transfer over to the new quest log, and then maybe prices will go back up. So before the quest log, things were just expensive, and then as things get released in the quest log, the price goes down as more people get them. So this is especially true for collectibles, anything that goes in the album. The price will generally go down. So when a new quest log items come in, that's give it a couple weeks. Give it a couple weeks, because people, it takes 7 days. But right now, I went through and I'm well, what stamps were released in the quest log? What books, gourmet food, anything that was super expensive. And this is probably going to be the lowest it's going to be. Kind of go in, get those, snap them up. That's what you do. Because then once the quest log rolls over, if that item is removed from the pool, then, prices will go. It's supply and demand. When there's a lot of supply, the demand goes down, price goes down, generally. And then when there's less items to go around, the price goes up. I think that's how supply and demand works. You think I would know things, but I actually don't. So did that. We're getting code stones, which is good. I've been consistent with training. That's a big thing. I'm back on training. Back on training Lapedia. We can actually go and check everything out. I'm slowing down because I'm coming up to level 80. Why am I going to Neopia Central? I'm coming up on level 80, so that will take me from I might 3 code stones to 4 code stones. So I'm just chilling. Slowing down on strength. I'm not really doing defense. I'm really just doing strength and HP, which may or may not be the best way to train. Agility doesn't matter. Movement, agility, don't train it. I trained it up to 30 before I realized it doesn't matter. If TNT fixes the battle dome, there will be something where you can steal an item from someone else. It's a cloak or something, I believe. That will make agility worth it. but I do not see the Battle Dome being fixed in the next 2 years, so I'm gonna just not worry about doing it. Some people go for like even stats, so that's why they do Battle Dome stuff. And then defense works if you're doing like two people Battle Dome. I only play against the computers, and so I freeze. You just have to get to level 50 to freeze and get lens flare. And then I have thunder sticks and Theorist here. And I know there's some people who are at like a higher level who kind of need defense a little bit because they're trying to go for like the King Scroll, and like if you defeat him then like his collectible coin becomes available. Something like that. Not 100% sure. So I need all three. Kai Mao and Bree. You know, right now I'm just working on HP because that's always going to matter, and then strength because that's how much damage I do. And yeah, I think I need one of these. Was it Bree that I needed? Maybe. Should have wrote that down. Anyways, Codestones have been fine. I've been training, but I've also been doing my Battle Dome every day, and I've been getting a lot of Codestones, but I haven't been getting a lot of Neocola tokens because I fight in the Neocola Center, and then that's a big way I make money is through Neocola tokens and doubloons, because I'm not training up anyone else in the other Battle Dome. What's it called? Not the other Battle Dome. At the Swashbuckling Academy. So if I ever get like a doubloon or a codestone, not a codestone, if I ever get a doubloon or a Neocola token, I sell those. And so when I do my Battle Dome, that's what I'm trying to get so I can sell them in my shop and make some money, you know? Anyways, there was a lot there. There was a lot there. Cupcake's doing good. All my pets are the same. I'm still switching off between who my active is, which is good because a lot of my I gotten like one weird like you lose a strength point random activity, and it didn't happen to Lepediolite because Lepediolite's like my everything boy. But just in case a random event like takes something, I don't have it affect Lepediolite. But then once I get into level like 200 and stuff for training, I'm gonna make Lepediolite my active again and do like kitchen quests and all that. And I guess I could do kitchen quests now. I just don't really feel like learning how to do it. So there we go. What's been happening? There's an important update for the NC Mall survey. Last week, TNT opened a survey around the recent NC Mall revamp. You may remember at the time it was advertised that 5 winners would be awarded an exclusive, unavailable parchment puzzle avatar. This was unpopular with users, and TNT updated the survey, so there's more winners, and anyone who fills out the survey will get the avatar. So that's good. So if you take the little survey, yeah, I already took the survey, but make sure you add in your like email and username when you take the survey, because it was a point when the survey first opened up that like your email was optional, but if you have like Neopass, I don't know how they're gonna like add it to like your actual account. I don't know. So yeah, make sure you add in like your username so it goes to the like your main account where you're collecting avatars. For the avatar collectors, I filled it out and I basically said I don't use the Neocash Mall, which is true. I only used it to get 10 pet slots, and then we had a Rainbow Vandy. We had a couple different things come out. A lot of things are coming out for Pride. This avatar is becoming available. This was something where you had to buy like the Monopoly set, and people were upset because there was an avatar tied to buying the Monopoly set, but there were only certain Monopoly sets available. And it's a situation where it's really only available to people in America because like one, the game's like $70, and if you try to ship it outside of America, shipping was like $100. And it's like, come on, like, let's be so for real. Like, that shipping cost is ridiculous, and there's like a global Neopet fan base. So this is something where you get the goodie bag, and then inside the goodie bag is this game, and if you play the game with one of your pets, then you get the avatar, so people are able to loan the game out so more people can get the avatar. So I'm guessing that's done through like Discords or like Neo boards. I haven't fallen down the Avatar rabbit hole yet. There's some fairy fragments, whatever. Any other news? I feel like it's been a second since I've been on here. Um, TNT collecting questions for next blog update. This closed. They put out a little monthly board where people could put what's going on, and then the board closed up because it's got so many responses. And I guess TNT is going for it with like every few months they're doing a blog update instead of an AMA, which is fine by me. A lot of people are probably upset that they're not doing AMAs anymore because they want their item code from Grundo's warehouse. But I didn't find the AMA super useful. I didn't necessarily tune in to listen to like different members of TNT talk. I was really just there for the Grundo's warehouse thing and for like the Q&A with Dom, but the Q&A was never it. I'm gonna be so for real. I feel like they would pick questions and then like dance around it. And they would also like pre-pick out a lot of questions. It was never random, so it just felt very like PR and like we're working on everything. Everything's top priority. And I just, you know, that's fine, but they never answered the questions I wanted answered, and they never gave like a detailed answer, which is probably good. Don't give out like too detailed of an answer, otherwise we're gonna like hold you to what you say. So yeah, it's cool. Now they're doing these things, and I'm guessing, I don't know, people are probably asking about pet slots. I feel like that's a common thing. The plot, I want to know when the plot comes back, because like I was saying earlier, my red code stones, when I was going through my code stones earlier, my stack of red code stones came from the plot, and the plot had issues. But also, we need Orion back. Like I miss him, so bring him back. And then what is his role going to be on Neopets once the plot ends? That's another question that I can't ask because like the board is like closed, so I'm sure there's other things people are upset about. I've kind of been like pretty good with my not going on like Reddit and Discord for Neopets. So I don't know what people are happy about, what they're upset about. I closed down something on accident. That's great. That's great. And now we're just doing dailies. So I've been doing a lot of selling stuff because I made the unfortunate decision to slowly begin stamp collecting, which I shouldn't be doing. It used to be that like my expensive hobby on Neopets was Battle Dome training, and it still is, but what am I supposed to do during like the 4 hours when the Pedialyte is in training? Am I supposed to just come in every 4 hours? That would make the most sense. But I'm at like a weird phase with my hobbies where Neopets is the one hobby that isn't making me upset, you know? Because I think when I play Neopets like by myself, it's like a little solitary hobby that I end up like filming and putting on YouTube for people to watch. That's just the most enjoyable way to do it. It truly is. So I decided I'm going to start stamp collecting, which is very scary and very expensive. I know it's going to be very, very, very expensive. Right now, I'm just going alphabetically through the item database in Jelly Neo. And if it's a buyable stamp, I'll grab some. Super slow, super casual. I'm getting a lot of the more expensive stamps through the quest log, so when things turn over, I'll focus on that instead of like bees and really refresh until I'm getting my stamp. And then just as a side note, I was talking trash about avatars earlier. I'm trying to get a couple avatars. So the Slore, this little Bertoniers thing, and then the one for Pedialyte, those three you're gonna see being attached and also like not named, because you have to keep these like pets attached for like over a year. It feels like over 300 days, and then go to like the pet page to get the avatar. So remind me to not zap those three so I can work on those avatars. I'm just trying to round out my user lookup. I think that's just the best way to talk about what my goal is, and I think rounding out my user lookup is like the easiest way to say it. So Just working on avatars, working on stamps, working on trophies. Just very easy, easy stuff to do on neopets.com/having fun. And I'm doing it. So like that 50 doubloon coin I'm going to put right into my shop. Just to like passively make money, get that. Today is Akara day when I'm filming, so if you have a little baby Akara, you should get your free training done at the Swashbuckling Academy. My beautiful Akara doesn't get it, which is fine. It's whatever. It should be free training at any of the little places, any of the academies. I would like that quality of life update, TNT, but I'm sure they're very busy right now. Here I am doing the wishing well. I have not been doing the wishing well. For dailies, the little list I've customized in Jelly Neo was really for like just when I'm filming. If it's just like a regular schmegular day, I'm doing my quest log, I'm doing my battle dome, throwing extra stuff in my shop for like $1, like a Neo point, and then I grab omelets and then I go. I don't even grab jelly all the time. I'm just stocking up on omelets just in case we do Festival of Fairies again and it's the same mechanics. We'll see. We'll see how all that turns out, because I think that's the next big event, because Altdor ended. And so, didn't they say Varwolf was coming out in July? That's coming up. No clue when the plot's coming back. And then there's like Festival in Eggs, 25th, Advent Calendar. Like this year's almost over. Isn't that scary? We're mid-year. We are mid-year, and so I'm checking in on my Neo goals. They're fine. I thought I would have more game trophies by now, but when I looked into like the whole like game trophy reset at the beginning of the month, it is literally in the middle of the night where I'm at. So like that's like +1 to anyone who lives outside of like North America, like people in like Europe and Asia. You guys are probably doing like so much better with the leadership board. Yeah, because I just like don't want to be up at 3 in the morning to play a bunch of games I'm bad at on Neopets. So I still have to do Bruno's backyard breakaway. Still have to do that. Still working on cell block. Cool. Name change. All right. And then lab ray. I don't really do the lab ray a whole lot. I probably should be doing it more, just as a fun little experiment. For me, I got my worth out of the lab ray because it's not horribly expensive to get, but if you're new to Neopets, it just may take a second to get all the pieces. But once I zapped my beautiful little mutant Vandy, I decided I got my money's worth out of the lab ray, so now I'm just zapping random pets. And so now Zam's, my green Anorb's got 5 hit points. That's cool. Cool. So that's kind of it. I'm working on my stamps. I don't have a lot. 117. That's not a lot. People are in like the 700s. But I had like under 100 a couple months ago. So that's probably what I'm going to really spend a lot of time on today, because it's the weekend and I don't have to work. Just buying up stamps, making money, all of that fun stuff. I want to beef up my user lookup. So we have a long way to go. Cool. Thanks so much for the catch up. Sorry I've been posting not super consistently, but work wasn't bad. I had a really bad week at work, and then I did that one day where I called in sick, and then we went on the Neo Cash Mall. This week of work was better. Like, I'm not beefing with anyone. I don't feel like I'm on the verge of being fired. I don't feel like a failure. It's just genuinely busy. And so then when I get home, I go right to sleep. And then I wake up, do some Neopets, go to work. So that's been this past week. So there we go. I'm going to price stuff, put it in my shop, buy some stamps, become the greatest Neopet owner of all time, etc. If anyone has any advice on stamp collecting, let me know, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.